You have Alone with the Six Skin Poet, um, and I wrote a piece, so I had to share it. And y'all tell me how you feel. It's called Everything. They said, what do we have to lose? To choose the greed that would indeed need his business sense that we haven't seen since his inception. They said, stop hating, that we are race baiting, and there is no need to rise, that there were very fine people on both sides. But in the spirit of double standards, it's all good when it's just a collection of white lies, because somehow, throughout history, it became okay to label the massacre of millions of indigenous colonialization, or to disregard the enslavement of people for 400 years without any reparations, fake news, or a misrepresentation. So we get Middle America that speaks on the indigenous, blacks, Latinos, and Middle Easterns with terms that are mocking, because we are directly affected in tragedies that can't be forgotten. Pipelines and violations of treaties, shitting on veterans and putting chokeholds on the needy, they greedy. White middle America sitting on millions of acres of stolen land complaining on dreamers and tax. Not even realizing they are dreamers and that is bloodland. Check your facts. Mad about Mexicans entering the country, so you want to shift the blame, when they are more indigenous to this land than you are. Y'all are such a fucking shame. And you know better, but you're always looking out because you're no different than your ancestors before you that allowed this shit 500 years later, and y'all still condone this. What a bunch of hypocrites. Black people being shot in the street and cops skate free. Native Americans are dying from alcoholism, and they aren't even entitled to a high school degree. You can't make America great again when it wasn't great for everyone in the fight. You can't brag about inclusion when you just focus on the whites. They said, what do we have to lose? And look at Democrats and what they are leveraging. I look back at this bullshit and I respond, everything.